In this class, we will learn the first Mishna in Perek Hamafkid, which is in Masechtes Bava Metzia on Daf Lamed Gimel Amud Beis. Let's begin. So in this Mishnah, we're going to learn two different cases. Let's see it inside. Hamafkid Eitzel Chavere, one who deposits by his fellow. Behema oy kelim, an animal or utensil. So he gave him to watch either his animal or his utensils as a shemer chinam. V'nignavu, and they were stolen. Oisha avdu, or they were lost. Shilem, if the shemer chinam chose to pay. V'lei ratzal ishav, and he didn't want to swear. Sharei amru, because they said, shemer chinam nishba v'yetza. Shemer chinam swears and he fulfills his obligation. So really, the shemer chinam could have simply swore that the items were lost or stolen, and add on and swear that he wasn't careless, and he would be absolved. But in this case, if he chose to pay and not swear, for whatever reason he prefers not to swear, the din is as follows: Nimtza haganav, if the ganav is found, mishalim, he pays tashlumei kefil, the payment of double. Tavachu machar, if he shechted or sold the animal that he stole, mishalim, he pays tashlumei, the payment of arba v'chamisha, 4 or 5 times the amount of the animal, depending on whether it's a sheep or an ox. Lemi mishalim, to who does he pay this payment of kefil or arba v'chamisha? Lemi shapi kodin etzle, to the one that the deposit is by him. In other words, referring to the shemer chinam. And this is the main chiddush, or really the chiddush of our Mishnah, and that is that even though we would think to say that when the ganav is found, he pays one time the amount to the shemer chinam, because the shemer chinam paid for it, so he has to get paid back. However, the kefil and the arba v'chamisha, he should pay to the owner, because he stole an item that belongs to the owner. The payment should go to the owner. Comes the Mishnah and teaches us, and this is the chiddush, that since the shemer chinam chose to pay, as a result, the owner gives over to the shemer chinam the rights to kefil and the rights to 4 or 5 times the amount. So in other words, in exchange for the shemer chinam choosing to pay and not swear, the owner gives over to him the rights of kefil and 4 or 5 times the amount if it should come about that they're going to be paid. Now let's move on to the second case. Nishba v'lei ratzal l'shalim, if the shemer chinam swore and he did not want to pay, so he swore that it was lost or stolen, and he added on and swore that he wasn't careless. The din is as follows: Nimtza haganav, if the ganav is found, mishalim, he pays tashlumei kefil, the payment of kefil. Tavach u'mocher, if he shechted or sold it, mishalim, he pays tashlumei, the payment of arba v'chamisha, 4 or 5 times the amount, depending on whether it's a sheep or an ox. Lemi mishalim, who does he pay it to? Labala bikodim, to the owner of the deposit. Since the owner of the deposit, it was his item, and it was stolen from him. It was stolen from the shemer chinam's property, but it was stolen from the owner, since it belongs to the owner. Therefore, when the ganav is found, he's going to make all of the payments to the owner. And with that, we completed the Mishnah, which basically consists of 2 cases. One case where the shemer chinam chose to pay, and as a result, in exchange, he receives the rights to kefil and dalet v'hei, and the other case where he chose not to pay, where then the rights to kefil and dalet and hay remain by the owner, and he will receive them if and when the ganav is found.